guys, it's Cayley. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a thrift haul to share with you. It is all shoes. It's been a while since I've done just a shoe haul, and I wanted to show some of the shoes that I've been picking up. Shoes for me are kind of a love-hate relationship because you have to take the time to clean them. And all of these shoes are unprocessed, so they're straight from the thrift store. I haven't cleaned any of them yet, and they still need a little bit of cleaning. But once the process is done and they are clean, they're really easy to photograph. They pretty much ship in the same kind of boxes, and they're really easy to list. Not only that, but they tend to have a really great sell-through rate as well as a higher average sale price compared to clothing. And so for that reason, I really love picking up shoes. I go to the shoe section of the thrift store literally every time I'm in there. I never pass up shoes. Before we jump into today's haul, I wanted to talk about a company that I've been partnering with that I absolutely love called Dossier. With Valentine's Day coming up, what a perfect gift to give yourself or a loved one. Dossier is an online fragrance company that takes inspiration from luxury perfumes and colognes. They recreate those scents but at a much more affordable cost. One thing I love about Dossier is that they send you both a tester and a full-size product. You can use the tester to determine if you want to keep the full-size product, and if you don't, you just send it the full-size product back for a refund. They come in really nice packaging, and although it is affordable, it feels super high quality and expensive. This is a great way to treat yourself and others without breaking the bank. This month I tried Citrus Green Apple, which is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. Has a very citrusy, fruity, and crisp scent to it that I think is going to be really great with spring outfits. And I also got Fruity Magnolia, which is a restock for me. I absolutely love Versace Bright Crystal, and this is a dupe for it essentially. It smells just like it, and I used to purchase the full price product Versace Bright Crystal. I no longer do so because this smells the exact same and I can get it much more affordably. You can take their online quiz to help you find your next scent. Use my exclusive link below and coupon code Elaine10 to get yours today. If you'd like, you can also pair this along with our 20% welcome offer to save 30%. Let's dive right back into this thrift haul. Let's dive right in. I'm gonna put some comps up on the screen. First up is a pair of J. Crew flats. I paid $4.99 for these. Actually, that's not true. There's a sticker on them, but they were actually from the bins. So they were originally sold at Goodwill, didn't sell, ended up at the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound. So I purchased them there. I really like selling J. Crew leather goods, handbags, and shoes. And even though the sell-through rate might not be crazy outstanding, I think this is a very popular style, and I saw this exact one that had sold for quite a bit, and so that is the main reason that I got these. They're very like business casual. Mules and flats are really popular, and then these are just in really great condition. I'll probably also use the words penny in my title as a keyword just because of this factor right here. But mules are really popular, and then like I said, J. Crew leather goods always do well for me. This is one of my favorite brands to sell. It is Olukai. And this brand tends to make kind of like surfer looking shoes, like slip-on shoes. Sandals is usually what I find. However, I found a kind of like a low top boot this time, which I've never found. Here is the logo. It's pretty easy to identify. It kind of looks like a horseshoe O. And I really love selling this brand. Really great sell-through rate for me. One thing I also like about this brand is it always has the style name on the inside. So I'm just going to look that up and then I can get a pretty easy comp. These ones are kind of cool too because they have stitching and a little bit of engraving, but definitely in general I would say that this is a brand I pick up pretty often. This is a new men's shoewear brand for me. It is called Limbs, and it says on here live easy and minimal, so they're supposed to be like kind of a minimalist brand. They don't look like anything super special, just kind of a canvas booty, but I looked them up and they're doing really well. Really great sell-through rate and pretty good average sale price. Honestly, to feel them, they feel very lightweight and honestly kind of cheap. At least these ones do. I'm not sure about the other ones, but this is my first time finding them, but I was really happy with the comp, so I picked it up. And I would say in general, I would pick up this brand Limbs in almost anything that I would find. Got these pair of kids Vans. I like picking up kids shoes because they're a lot cheaper and you can usually find some really great brands because resellers don't typically go to the kids shoe section. This is like a color blocking low top sneaker. Kind of my rules for the kids shoes is if I would pick it up in adults, then I would pick it up in kids. This is a pair of Nike shoes. I was able to use Google Lens and find this exact style name, which will pop up here on the screen. These are in pretty good condition. They need a little bit of scrubbing along here, but otherwise really nice. And these seem to have a following in this particular colorway. And so anytime I see any kind of unique, substantial Nike sneaker, I always look it up. And if you can't figure that out by searching the style number on the inside tag, you can always do a Google Lens search. Google Lens has been really helpful for me lately for finding styles. A pair of kids shoes. These are kids Uggs. Again, if I would buy them in adult, I would get them in kids as well. These are just like a little fur Sherpa lined chukka boot. Good scrub, but I found them at the bins. They are Star Wars kids Crocs. Crocs do really well for me and I like picking them up at the bins because they're super lightweight. Kids ones even do well, but I did look up these Star Wars ones and the subject matter had a pretty good sell-through rate, so I grabbed them. Anytime I find a substantial leather boot, I always take a look and usually do a comp. You guys saw this featured in one of my day in the life videos. So this is called, it'd be really hard to show you, but it is Vera Wang Lavender. Yeah, you can't see it. Vera Wang is not typically a brand that I pick up because it does not resell for a lot. However, I did look up this Vera Wang Lavender line and saw these exact boots had sold multiple times with really great comps, and these are in really good condition. So I did pick these up. Again, with the leather boots, I grabbed these guys. These are very distressed looking, but I find that that actually helps to sell them a lot. This harness detail right here is also very popular. It's kind of like a motorcycle look. And so I do really look for stuff like this. These are by the brand Fry, which is a great shoe brand to find. And I think that this harness style is going to do really well. I need to do a little bit more research, maybe do a Google Lens on this as well, and see if I can find the exact style name. Sometimes it's hidden underneath of the straps and stuff, but I haven't been able to find it yet. But regardless, regardless of finding the style name or not, I still think that this was a really great pickup. And I'm not afraid to get leather that is distressed looking, but if it has cuts or if, you know, there's heel drag and a lot of issues, then I won't. But just overall distressing does not bother me because that's kind of an in look right now. Kind of along a Croc style, I found these really cool Nike slip-on kind of Crocky shoes. I think they're like water shoes, but they're like a rubber sandal. I thought they were really cool. I could not find this exact style, but I saw similar ones that were doing really well and seemed to have a good sell-through rate. And I basically looked up Nike rubber slip-on shoes and they were doing pretty good. I like shoes like this, like Croc material, because you just take a wet wipe and it's really easy to get off. Here's that brand Olukai again, but these are a pair of women's loafers. I do find that Olukai and women's also does pretty good. These are in really great condition, kind of just a mesh and leather loafer. These pretty much haven't been worn hardly at all. And once again, the style name is in here. These are called Pahue. Not sure, but it's in here and I'll be able to look it up. These next one are a good brand to look for. I think I accidentally said in my video that I didn't pick these up, but it turns out that I did. So sorry. These are Brooks Adrenaline 20s. The information's always on the tongue here. The reason I actually decided to pick these up was because, kind of like those Vera Wang boots, I ended up finding the exact style and colorway and exact size that had sold multiple times. And so for that reason, I felt confident picking it up. These are on really good condition, and Brooks in general is a really great brand to look for. You definitely want to look up the style name on the tongue, but I would say in general, this is a really great brand to look for. Pretty easy to identify with this logo and the spell out here. Another pair of Uggs. These are some really cool suede booties. I actually, once again, was able to find the style name of these, and if I find that screenshot, I will pop it up here on the screen. I really like selling Uggs, but the like more special looking ones, which I think these are, have performed really well for me, and these are in really great condition. Another pair of Nikes. These are Nike Freeze. And they have the stretchy fly knit. So anytime I see this knit material, not just on Nikes, but really actually any brand of shoe, this adds value. So you just want to make sure you look up the brand and then knit sneaker, and see what you can come up with. But Nike Free fly knit always does well for me. Like the colorway of these. I didn't even look up the style name just because I knew that the knit is so popular, and then the multicolor always adds value. Pretty good condition. With these, you always want to look at the toes and make sure it didn't cut through the knit. Pair of Birkenstocks. I think these are kids maybe, or just really small adult. They're size 37. These are like the leather slip-on mules that were really popular when I was in high school, but they're still popular to this day. I think they're a little harder to find. But with Birkenstocks, I'm not afraid to get them even if the footbed is a little dirty. People still buy them. So I believe we got these at the bins, so not a whole lot invested and willing to pick them up with a little bit of footbed wear that I'll just make sure to note in the listing. Okay, I have kind of like a grail item that I found this week. I found a lot of like stuff on my BOLA list this week. Very surprising. I don't know what was going on, but the thrift gods were smiling down on me, so I was really happy about that. But I do have a holy grail item I will show you at the end. But right before that item, I have a cluster of all of the same brand, different style boots. It appears somebody donated their collection of Torrid boots, size 11. And I did a comp on Torrid boots size 11, and I saw that the Western ones were doing really, really good. And my thrift store surprisingly did not price these up. So I paid $4.99 for all of them, which I'm really happy with. So let me show you kind of what these look like. I do think depending on the style and the color, some might go for more or less, but they are all in really excellent condition. Some of them even have the like store tags on the bottoms that I could almost say would be like new without tags. I'm still going to list them as pre-owned, but I could say that they are new without tags because they're in that great of condition. These ones are a gold kind of cowgirl boot. Once again, a size 11. I find with like Lane Bryant and Torrid that their shoes do pretty good. Any kind of plus size brand with shoes seems to do well for me simply because I think they're made a little wider, which helps to sell the shoe. And you can see there's actually like the store tag here on the bottom. These retailed for 80 bucks. And they're called the gold faux leather cowboy knee boot. Really like these guys. I won't go into too much detail on all of these, but I got these pair of like taupe stone colored riding boots. So with the store tag on the bottom, these might have been like shelf try on things. These retailed for $70. Another pair of cowgirl boots. These are brown with embroidery. Another pair of gray riding boots. Another pair of faux leather cowgirl boots, although these are black with some really cool, nice contrast stitching. These ones look like they were worn way more than the other ones. Then one more pair of riding boots. These are like a faux leather in a burgundy color. These ones retailed for $70 as well. So those are all of the Torrid boots that I found all at one thrift store, and I think that is a tip I've said in multiple videos, but if you're finding a couple items that seem to like line up with the same donator, you definitely want to go through the whole section because you might find a cluster of items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 of those boots at one thrift store, which was a really great find. And when you can find stuff that's so similar, it's also really easy to list it because you just copy the listing and change a few details. The holy grail item that I got were these Rothy's. I have never found Rothy's before. And because of that, I was actually a little afraid that these might not be real. They even have the inserts in them, guys. Like, what the heck? I did not find these at the same place I found the Torrid boots, in case you were wondering. This was at a different store. I couldn't believe my eyes. They are real. They're really nice camo knit color. They're size 8.5. And so what I did to just kind of verify was I went on eBay, I looked at solds for the camo ones, and I looked at the solds to make sure that I had basically the same thing. And this like size tag on the inside and here tells me that it is authentic. So that was amazing. Bolo list for sure. I've never found a pair of Rothy's, and especially not in this great of condition with the like cardboard inside of it. Like these were probably only tried on, and they didn't even price them up. So that was probably my best find this week. I was really excited to find those. It's always fun when you can check off a Bolo item off of your list. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you found Rothy's, and let me know what is the #1 thing on your Bolo list. I'm not even sure what's on mine because I've honestly found so much this week. I don't know if I'm gonna keep these. What am I gonna use these for? I'll probably just send them when I ship these out. I'm sure they're gonna sell quickly. Alright guys, so that's it for today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out if you like this kind of content. Subscribe and hit the notification bell down below if you'd like to be notified as new content goes live. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.